What's up, everyone, and welcome to Classic Video Review. And happy Christmas Eve to you and all of those who are watching this. I was debating on what to do for Christmas Eve, right? Because it's our second annual Christmas Eve, Christmas Day movie review thing. And I thought, you know what? I've pretty much done all the movies of his on VHS up until this one. I was like, you know what? Why not? Casper seems to do really well. So I watched Casper's Haunted Christmas. She has the back here. And I want you to take this in. Look at the animation style. This was not good. This was very poorly made. I will say, though, the voice of Casper, Casper, the Spirit of Beginning, the second live action film, the kid in that film plays the voice of Casper in this film. Isn't that kind of weird? And so basically you have all those characters, but then you have the classic ones. I can't think of what their names are, but it's the girl and the guy ghost with the little hat and the freckles. I've seen him in the cartoon, which, by the way, this will be the final Casper movie that we do on Classic Video Review. I do know there is one other Casper movie, but I don't believe that came out in time for VHS, and I'm not going to do like the episode cartoon. We've done Casper, the live action, the first one, the one that came out in the 90s. That is the one. I'll say that about that movie. I feel like that one has had... I've never seen a movie have such hype when it came out. That was the first time maybe I noticed it. Let's put it that way. Because I can remember billboards and stuff. Casper, Spirit of the Beginning. My favorite, personally. I loved it as a kid. I don't know. That one is that's a piece of my childhood right there, that film. And Casper Meets Wendy, it's not bad. When I think about that one, I think about when I was sick and I caught on TV or watched on VHS. However, though, Casper's Haunted Christmas was a very, very rough one. So, basically, Kibosh and his little minion guy have taken away the Spooky Trio's scare license, and Casper has one day to get one person scared, or they are vanished to this darkness world where they're just nothing. It's just nothing there, right? Casper's unable to do it, and that's when they hire in the two other ghosts from New York, because the one they think, take the hat off and remove the freckles, and he'll be able to he can pass as Casper, which Casper meets this girl who kind of they like each other, which is weird. She thinks he's a snowman at first, but then he reveals he's a ghost. She don't really care, although she runs into the New York version of Casper, and he's a jerk to her. So it's a really confusing mess. The animation, though, is like... I had the two shows in mind when I was thinking about what this reminded me of. There was a show called Reboot. But Ugly Martians. That's it. That's what this animation style reminds me of. It's awful. It's not fun. The voices are great. I will say that. The story, it's not bad. They are sent out to Colorado, this Christmas town, and so that's why it's super Christmassy. I'm trying to think. Okay, so let's cover what do I think star rating. Do I think it's the worst or do I think it's the best? I think it's my least favorite, definitely, of Casper. But what do I give it, though? Because I gotta be honest, it's a 2. It's a 2. I don't even think kids today would enjoy it. Just because the animation reminds me of PS2 cutscenes. That sort of feel to it. And what year did this come out? I think this was 2000, right? Yeah, 2000. I don't know. They definitely went cheap on it. But I think this was kind of what really started to kill Casper. Because then they had one more film come out I did look up. I want to say it was 2006 or 9. And since then, there's been nothing. Which is something that's kind of weird. That's the thing I keep bringing up when I do these Casper movie reviews is, why haven't they brought this character back? What is I wonder when it becomes free, it enters public domain, the character. a scary horror Casper film. Casper's nice, but the spooky trio are horrible and evil. There's an idea. Or just do it again. With today's CGI and special effects, man, probably be good. I don't know. You never know nowadays. Sometimes today's special effects and stuff, it's hit or miss, but it's by Harvey. I'm not sure where you could find this YouTube at, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.